Bid the bird of paradise fly up your nose. Bid him caress you with his toes.
Hi everybody, I'm Dawn Myford. Thanks so much for joining me on Here's the Deal. Now that we have passed the fiscal cliff, the next 2 months is going to be filled with talk around raising the debt ceiling. So there's a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of really uneducated information out there coming from especially Tea Party members in saying, let the government go belly up. You know, one of our newly elected Texas representatives, Ted Cruz, happens to be one of those people calling for the government to shut down. This really shows how little they understand the whole complex problem around finance and the world economy. So when we raise the debt ceiling, we are agreeing to pay our bills. These are bills that we've already spent the money. It's debt. We are agreeing to pay our debt. If we do not raise the debt ceiling, we have then not agreed to pay our debt, and that means just like you and I, if we default on a home mortgage or a credit card bill, our credit rating is going to go down as a nation, and for us to borrow more money is going to cost even more money, obviously, because our interest rates are going to go up. So this whole notion around not raising the debt ceiling is just a seriously immature talking point coming from those on the right that are really trying to invigorate that red meat eating kind of crowd. Now, if you watched Meet the Press this past Sunday, you saw Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell talking about us having a spending problem, and he feels that that spending problem is, of course, Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. So let's look at that one more time, because here's the deal, people. Social Security is not part of the problem. You and I pay for Social Security. The federal government does not. We have a defense spending problem. When you have more than half of the freelance kind of consultants advising Republicans on debt policy, those advisors, more than half of them, are actually employed by defense contractors. You've got a real problem. It's why we're spending $660 billion a year on defense, and you don't hear one peep from anyone on the right around cutting our military spend. That's where we're going to have to get serious about the debt and deficit and continue to close those loopholes on corporate entitlements so that companies like GE and Exxon start paying their fair share of taxes instead of paying zero. Thanks so much. I'm Dawn Myford, and this has been Here's the Deal.